Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction, and I'm joined by just Alex tonight, but it's okay because I love Alex, so he's cool. Alex, how you doing, bud?
Hello, doing good. Thank you, thank you.
Very, very
Therese
cool.
is here in spirit.
Therese is here in spirit and also on a boat somewhere, so two simultaneous things going on. But tonight we're gonna be doing the part one, which we're gonna be going through a couple girls groups, which we've been. I don't want to say we've been lacking because we've been doing a couple of girls groups, but very excited about this one. A couple ones that I wanted to check out that I asked Dallas to throw on, more specifically Kiss of Life because I've been waiting. But and then Alex had a couple that he was excited for us to check out, so we're gonna be doing that. But if you are new and you just happen to fall into our stream here, I am new to K-pop, so be nice, please, if you could. That'd be great. Everyone's really cool, so that's awesome. And if you see to my left here, we have chat, so come join us for chat. It's great. They're awesome. I love all of them equally. They're great people. So yeah, very excited, and we will also be doing another stream on Wednesday this week for Island 2. So if you want to come get
Yep,
on
yep.
the ground level for that, come join us. That'd be very sick. Um, but yeah,
Uh,
anything
yeah,
else?
real quick, I'll explain what we're doing Wednesday first, and then I'll
Woo!
explain what we're doing today. So
Yeah.
Wednesday, for anyone's interested, we're gonna be streaming Island 2 here, doing like a watch along. It'll just be me and Brandon, whoever wants to join in chat. So Wednesday, we're gonna watch the performance group performances they put out,
Mm,
and
okay.
we're gonna watch all the like intro. They're basically just like shots of the girls like with their names and like showing who they are.
Mm, okay. Okay.
And then we'll watch the intro song, which is sung by Rose from Blackpink, and it's
Oh,
performed by all the girls on the show. So we'll kind of just go through all those. It shouldn't be a super long stream, but we can kind of make some, I don't know, early predictions. If anyone catches your eye, we'll, I don't know, talk about it a little bit. Get ready because I think this show premieres in a little over a week.
okay.
So
Okay.
get ahead of that.
Very nice. Very nice. And I don't
Um,
know anything about any of these shows like this, so this is gonna be my
yes.
first show.
So
So I'm very
this will, yeah,
excited.
it'll be Brandon's first first
Brandon's first.
elimination show.
Baby's
So
first elimination show.
it'd be fun to watch him panic and go through everything that is a
The five stages of grief. Yeah.
elimination group making show.
Oh God.
Um, so I don't know exactly what day of the week we're gonna be doing that yet, but as soon as we find out like the release schedule for that and how we can watch it, we will for sure post about it. It probably will not interfere with our normal streams. It'll probably be like an additional thing.
You may get three
Um,
streams a week. Who knows? Yeah.
yeah, you possibly might get 3 streams a week for a little bit. As far as tonight, we're gonna be checking out. All right, forgive me for group pronunciations because I also don't know anything about most of these groups. Because this is like these are
Let's
all
go.
pretty much super new groups. So we're checking out Illit Magnetic, VVUP, Doom Chit, and Locked On.
Hmm.
Rescene's Yo-Yo and checking out the new Kiss of Life song, Midas Touch. Um, and Superwoman and What You Need by Unis,
Oh. Okay.
and the new Babymonster song, Sheesh.
All right. Cool. Very excited. We have done some Baby Monster. We have done Kiss of Life, and all the other ones we have not talked
All the
about
other
yet.
ones are very new, so
Very
we
new.
haven't checked out any of the other ones. If anyone has any context on them, I've been like purposefully for the sake of the streaming, like avoiding the new groups, which is very against what I'm usually doing. So I don't really know anything about these groups like I usually do. So if anyone has
Ah.
context, feel
Yeah.
free while we get into them to drop some help.
Yeah.
Youthful Eagle said it'll give us some context. So
Hey yo,
thank you.
love it. Yes.
Um, I guess we can just get started. I was hoping to have like more than one song from each group to cover just to get a little bit more of an
Sure.
idea.
Yeah.
But I think for Islet, I couldn't really find anything else that was like a video.
Mm.
Um, Same thing for Baby Monster. I think we've just listened to all their other songs already.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, for the most part. If we missed a couple, maybe, but I think
At
we've pretty
least the
much.
ones with videos.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we have done that. So
Uh,
very cool.
so that being said, the information I have from Islet here is they are a group formed from B-Lift Lab, which is a sub label of Hybe,
Mm. Okay.
through a survival competition show, Are You Next? And it's a 5-member girl group.
Hmm. All right. Very cool. All right. Let's get into it. I guess. This is Magnetic. Getting a little more? No, that's it. Okay, cool. All right, guys. That was is Islet
Islet.
magnetic. All right, cool.
Huh. Um,
Interesting.
I really like this. This feels like it's like dreamy, like dreamscape house
Yeah.
is like the only like
Agreed.
way I can kind of think of like what that genre is. It's so like the synths and the sounds they use are very like has that like dreamy, like ethereal kind of soundscape. It's really fun. It's really like a really fun usage of instrumentation. And what I think is kind of like the direction that I sort of see K-pop going. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you have like all these newer, I guess, fifth gen. If people are saying fifth gen now, I don't really want to get in the whole
Which
generation,
generation? Yeah.
yeah, context. But um, this makes sense to me with like another group under Hybe, I guess technically under the Hybe tree. Um, this checks out. I mean, because you have Hybe has New Jeans, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
I think you're correct. Yeah.
So when I'm thinking of like, oh, what's another 5-member girl group under Hype gonna sound like? Because I mean, somewhat recently just debuted New Jeans.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a little bit of a separation from that I think is really good because New Jeans is definitely doing their own thing, and also sort of what I would consider where K-pop is going. But I think that's because New Jeans sort of defined where K-pop is going. With
Yeah.
like their
Okay.
use of like the different kind of like Jersey club and all those kind of beats that they're using. This is like sort of on the opposite spectrum of where I would expect this like fifth gen of newer like girl groups to be
Mm.
going.
Okay.
Aside from like you're still gonna have like groups doing like girl crush and harder EDM and like hip hop styles and stuff. Like
Mm. Mm.
you're always gonna have outliers, but I think if you're looking at like the general basis of K-pop, this sort of fits the mold for me in like a really good way. I thought this was really fun. I thought the use of all of the vocal editing was really fun.
Oh
Like
yeah.
to use for like
Yeah.
samples and use them as like rhythmic pieces in the chorus. It makes it kind of like earwormy, where it just has like that one note that kind of repeats in your head, and also the use of the stopping, like the rhythmic stop,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
is really cool. It's just like it opens up a little space and it makes you like anticipate that next part coming in. And it's pretty interesting. This song is only like 3 minutes, a little less than 3 minutes, I think, when you factor in like the
Outro.
intro
Yeah.
and outro, couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it didn't feel as short as it actually is. I had to look up the runtime of the song when it was over because I was like, oh, it felt like it was actually like a full running,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
fully fledged out song because songs are so short recently. But I think that's because of the shortening of like intros and the shortening of verses.
Yeah, agreed.
Which
Yeah,
sometimes I think I can make a good complaint about, where I feel like parts of songs are getting
dragged on a little
snubbed
bit.
and like well, sometimes I'll feel like parts of songs are getting snubbed in order to keep songs shorter.
Oh, okay.
And I
The
think that
opposite.
sometimes it's really noticeable. This song I think does a good job of kind of like blending everything. Nothing feels too short. I didn't really feel like there was any verses or anything that got robbed. I mean, there wasn't really too much of like a bridge or a build or anything, but I don't think that's the kind of song they were going for. So it works for me. I think this is a really cool debut. I think I heard another song from them that's not this on like Spotify radio or something a couple days
Oh,
ago,
okay.
which is what made me interested in this, and it was really cool.
Very neat. Okay. I know they also released like a mini album, I'm pretty sure, correct, along with this as being the title track.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I did is actually no joke. If I can screenshot it, I will, but it is the first album on my recommended. So, I I feel like they knew my Spotify knows me now enough to recommend me new artists to get into. So I'm was excited to obviously jump into this one. Um, I think for me, I would argue Alex covered a lot of the bases on the commentary for this, but I would also say I think for me, what I really enjoyed about this song was the usage of like the different synths and like patches and stuff going on in this song. I think there was some really cool utilization, more specifically in that like that rap section slash like breakdown esque kind of part, like the trap section. There was like this really cool like synthy like overtone that they were using, and I understand that probably the majority of that was, obviously to kind of drag you into more of the like rap section, but I really actually feel like that synth kind of helps you keep a little bit more of a foothold on that part of the song. So to me, I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I will say the chorus is extremely catchy. It's definitely something that will get stuck in my head 100%. Um, but I think this is good for, like, again, not knowing anything about Islet before this. I think this is a very cool direction, and obviously being very new to K-pop, it's been interesting to see like the groups that I started listening to, which was like New Jeans was one of the first ones, like Twice, like obviously completely two different, musical backgrounds. Twice has been around for forever, and New Jeans is the new girl group on the block, certainly. But I think it's interesting to see kind of like in some ways the production kind of melding a little bit in some ways, where like obviously Twice wants to still remain relevant as a group, and like there is some like really kind of like ear catchy stuff that I've not feel like intentionally they're drawing from for a New Jeans, but there is this sort of like sense of like we need to kind of make songs shorter, have the hook kind of come in quicker, and like have you be immersed into the song in a much like quicker fashion, where I think maybe in prior like, and maybe I'm just generalizing, but like for prior groups where we've gone back and listened to some like older material, it's like it's been cool to see more of that build out for the song, where I feel like now
Yeah,
it's like we get to the chase much quicker, and there isn't
that's
that
just
like,
some, but that's just the music industry in general
that is the
right now.
music industry in general. That is
It's
true.
definitely not uh limited to K-pop.
Sure. I think that's kind of my my kind of thing is like, I, as much as I love songs that get to the point and are very direct in that way, I also love longer songs. So I think for me it's a catch-22, because I think I enjoy like the repeatable nature of this song, because it's definitely a song that if this was the only single that was out, I could just continue to listen to it and be like pretty content with the song. But at the same point, I feel like as someone who loves longer songs, I'd be like, man, I kind of wish there was like a little bit more like a bridge section, or like maybe more extension to like kind of post chorus or like something like that. And again, I'm being a little nitpicky because I really love this song, but I think for me, there is a part of my brain that's just like, man, it would be really nice if there was just like just a smidge more. Like give me like like a flat 3 minute. I'd be great, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it because I also, I like when songs have enough length to feel like you get everything that you need out of it, like a good bridge, a good rap section, like full
Yeah, yeah,
verses,
yeah.
and something that becomes tough that I think has been a conversation here plenty of times has been like lines and how they're distributed,
Mm,
like vocal
mm,
lines.
yeah.
And when you have, I'm not talking about this song specifically. This is sort of a general
Sure,
talk.
sure, sure. Yeah.
But when you start shortening lines, you're shortening, or when you start shortening songs, you start shortening the amount of lines you can distribute.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Agreed.
that always becomes a problem, especially for groups with more members. That I think will be tough to make it work and make it fair over time if songs keep getting shorter. Um, but I also don't hate when a song is short when it feels like it accomplishes everything that it needs to. Like there's
Yeah, yeah,
plenty
yeah.
of really short songs that I feel like I don't need
It checks all the boxes.
more necessarily from, because it's like I don't know what they could add to it. Like it feels like it
Sure.
does
Yeah.
its job. It feels good. Like a lot of the I'm not drawing comparisons, but a lot of New Jeans songs are really really short, like under 2 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them I don't really think need to be longer. I think they
Oh,
do a
sure.
job.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with songs being short as long as they're not short um because they cut something that clearly needed to
Yeah.
be there.
They're not short for the wrong reasons. It's not like they're trying to
Yeah.
like get it under a certain time or like things of that nature. But I agree. I agree with your consensus. I mean, like there are definitely, like Get Up from New Jeans' newest album. I was like, man, I could go another like minute plus on that. But again, I think it kind of transitions that EP super well too. So at the same point, it's like at some point I don't feel like I should have to be like, man, I'd love my cake and I would love to eat it too, in a sense, because it's like I have a whole mini album to
Just
delve
you should
into.
just be happy you got a good slice of cake.
I should be happy with a good slice of cake. So if I keeps making good cake like this, I'll gladly eat it. So
Um all right, to wrap up our conversation on Islet before we move on.
and cake.
I liked this debut. I I'm going to shout out the first song I heard from them because when I was
Oh,
listening to Spotify the other day, on like a radio shuffle, their song "Lucky Girl Syndrome" came on, and it was the first I've heard of this group or really even about the group,
ooh,
and I
okay.
really really liked it. Like saved it immediately, and sort of like looked into sort of how we got to listening to them today. Is I really like that song "Lucky Girl Syndrome." Um, Highly recommend checking that out and checking out the rest of their EP. I haven't listened to the rest of it yet, but
Yeah, it's Super Real
um,
Me. If you have not,
it's only a couple songs,
yeah,
so check it out.
4 songs.
I'm excited to see what they. I don't know. I guess this is their official debut, and they'll probably be back in a couple months. But I'm excited.
I think it's definitely a good like definitely a good taste. So I'll be spinning the mini album tomorrow. So I'm pretty hyped. But we are going to move on to the next one, family, and it looks like we got it's
All
a
right, so this group is called VVUP.
VVUP. Sorry.
That's at least I'm reading the Hangul. That's like how it looks like you pronounce it. Uh, yeah, VVUP.
Okay, cool.
Um, I don't know anything about them at all. I just know that they're very new. They just debuted on April 1st.
Oh, wow.
They're a four-member girl group under Ego Entertainment. I don't know
Hmm.
anything about that company. Um, but I do remember I'm being reminded of it right now when I looked them up. The meaning of their name is pretty interesting. It's like a common thing I think in K-pop right now, where the names of groups are getting stretched a little bit. But
That's fair. Yeah.
in the name VVUP, the VV stands for W, the first letter of the word win.
Okay.
Um, so I
Interesting.
love how dude, how we're stretching to get group names and like have them make some sort of sense is really funny.
I appreciate it. You know.
Yeah, but I'm excited to check the group out. I say we could just jump right into it.
I just feel like it's like, you know, when you have to have like a paper and you have to like hit the word count, you know, it's just like they're just like, "Hey, let me just hit this word count real quick," you know.
How can I add? I need more characters. What if I make my W's into VVs?
Yeah, then why don't we do that? That's 2 letters, you know. So,
I guess it's better than them naming the group WUP.
whoop. That's true. Yeah. That wouldn't be very wumbo of them. So, we're going to anyway, that was a terrible joke. Anyway, let's go on to VV up. Do chit. Now Shoop's coming. Great. Okay.
누가 뭐라든지 말든지 날 표현해 I'm like LED 세상 속엔 좀 거친 바람 하지만 엄마에겐 너무 착한 타 진짜 내 나라 너의 여진 관심사 우주 먼지까지 포용하는 세계관 높이 높이 쏘아 올려 캐는 유튜브 저 위로 넘쳐 난 젊은 피 This is my life 이런 게 나의 우주와 심장은 바로 나야 Why not Nothing is 새로워 하지만 나를 봐 아직형 black 나의 꿈은 뭔데 So it's a new day 지나간 날들은 먼지처럼 goodbye It's a new day 심장이 bump drum같이 bump 그름 It's my world, it's my world. 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 꼭 잡아 흔들리지 않는 heavy mental. 돈 얘기 아니야 190볼 시선 강탈. 꽃빛 풀린 듯이 이리저리 매력 발산. 하루 종일 automatic it's like 90 발산.
Ah, that's cool.
This is my life 이런 게 나야 우주의 심장은 바로 나야 Why not I think it's little white 하지만 나로 봐 Young blood 나의 꿈은 뭔데 So it's a new day 지나간 날들은 먼지처럼 goodbye It's a new day 심장이 bump drum같이 bump 그름 It's my world, it's my world. 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 Oh, 하늘의 벽에 나는 걸음 원한 only. Oh, 나는 가능이 없어 never ending story. 세상이 눈을 떠고 몰래 내 자신을 보고 말해 매일 don't worry. I love you guys. It's so easy. 심장이 bump drum같이 bump 그름 It's my world, it's my world. It's my world, it's my world. It's my world, it's my world. It's my world, it's my world.
Oh, we got another VV up song. Nice.
All right. So that was VVUP's Dudum Chit.
Nice. Let's go.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Gotta be honest. I guess I didn't know what to expect. I don't know anything about the girls or about the group or the company. So very, very blind.
Yeah.
Man, all right. So I'll be completely honest. The chorus is gonna need to grow on me for this one.
It was a little, yeah. It was
and not-
especially first drop. That was very interesting.
and it's not that I don't like the chorus. It's just not where my expectations were because of how like hard the beat was going and where the build was going. And then the little bit of delay before the drop, and the drop just felt like it was a little low in energy compared to where we should have been. So I think I understand what they're trying to do with that. But I think on first listen, it's a little jarring.
Hmm.
I'm sure it'll grow on me when I give it more listens because I typically do like these types of songs, and I really liked the verses.
I was gonna say same.
The beat otherwise was really good. I was really impressed with the members. Two of them in particular. I will look up who they were while you give your thoughts, but two of them I thought had really incredible voices and like rap tones as well. The members to me come across as like really talented and professional. Like they have really powerful voices. They have solid rap tones. Like the dancing, the choreo looked great. I'm very impressed with the members of the group. So even if the chorus isn't like 100% for me yet, or I haven't really like, it's not a match for me. Very interested to see what their other songs sound like.
I would agree as well. Obviously, I was also going into this blind as well. I think for me, I really enjoyed the like verses, and like the bridge section was really fun. I like that kind of ethereal, like really kind of great synth work going on and stuff. I think they really kind of like hammered it out super well. I would definitely agree with Alex in terms of the chorus. It felt like they were building up and they had like this insane sort of like riser going on, and then they get into this like, yeah, obviously the title of the track, but I feel like it was almost, would this be considered an anti-drop kind of technically or not necessarily? I feel like it kind of is a little bit.
Kind of. I don't really know. Not in like the traditional sense.
Not
of
in
what
a
I
traditional,
would
yeah.
say that anti-drops in K-pop were for a while, but I guess like in a sense of like adverting expectations with the switch in like energy. I guess it's kind of an anti-drop.
Yeah, I don't like. I definitely feel like it took the wind out of the sails a little bit for me and I enjoyed like the latter half of the chorus, like the second half of the chorus was really solid. I just think that initial like drop kind of made the song, it made the song very interesting in a way where I feel like I would have to give it more listens and try to figure out like if I'm really feeling that same way. But it was definitely first pass through. I think it was definitely a little bit of a shock, and I'm curious again to hear what they have going on. But in terms of like the members, I think they all have like some really great like vocal like prowess, as well as that. Enjoyed the like rapping sections that they incorporated in it. I think everything else was like extremely well done. I just think that like first part of that chorus is like a big hill to climb, and listening to it live on stream probably is a little bit more difficult to like kind of put my thoughts kind of in a collective box. But normally after, I'll go and listen to these songs, so if I have any good comments, I'll try to link them in the YouTube vid. But yeah, no, I thought this was really well done. And I don't want to feel like that first part of that chorus is gonna like be that bad omen that's gonna hang over my head. But I also would feel remiss if I didn't talk about it to some degree. So I to me, rest of the song is like a 10 out of 10. And I feel like that drop is like just a little bit of like a 9 out of a 10. Like it's still very good. Still really liked it, but like I think there was just maybe something I think they could have went about it maybe a little differently that would have made the transition a little bit easier from that like that pre-chorus build to that like insane high of that first part of the chorus to that like latter half of the post-chorus. I think to me that was fun. But yeah, I would agree with you, Full, in saying that due to like that the way that they stylized it was like really well done, very like obviously musical. But I really enjoyed that. So I think for me, it's just that initial drop, and otherwise I would gladly take everything else without question.
And I think that the members that stuck out to me, just to come back to that after looking up, was Sooyeon.
Ooh.
And I think is the pronunciation of her name. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But yeah, if you want to go back to that video,
I will. I'm gonna mute the.
Sooyeon is at 35 seconds in.
This one? Oh wait.
Yeah, just hit play. Her. And her.
I was gonna say I like her too.
I think.
They all got great tone though. Truly.
Yeah, the two of them specifically stuck out to me. They all have great voices, but those two stood out to me a lot. So I think that's Sooyeon and Pan.
Shout outs.
They're great. Yeah, shout out. I'm excited to see the next song we have from them, which is
Locked On.
Called Locked On.
All right, cool. Is this from the same release, Alex, or?
I think Locked On is their actual debut.
Oh, okay. So it's just pre-debut.
I think that was pre-debut. I think we're getting into actual debut.
Cool. All right, let's get into Locked On then. Also, thank you, Youthful.
Good morning, Wildcats. We have some exciting news for you this morning. The sign-up sheet for the Music Club's annual talent show will be going up today. We know you've been practicing those dance moves and perfecting those songs. So grab your friends and sign up.
Don't you worry. Yeah. Why you look like December? You say you're freezing up your sound surrender. Why? Any boy tough. 기억나게 해줄게. I'm bringing back your summer. Don't let go. 여기는 one way. 나만 봐. 나 위에 부를게. Shout baby. You know that I'll be proud baby. You got it, yeah. 끝이란 노래이 없어. We will find. 다시 돌아갈 수 있게. If you want it, I got it. I'll let it. You have it. 어떤 상황이 와도 you just put your hand in mine, baby. Leave it all
Little
behind.
shimmer.
'Cause we know too. Because my love is coming strong. There's nothing wrong. My heart on you locked on. Don't worry, ooh, don't worry, don't worry, 'cause one and one that equals two, you know that is true. Don't worry, let it go. Don't worry, I'm still the one that you know. Just get it, love's coming strong. Never be alone, 'cause my heart in you is locked on. Yeah, we go up and down, but we on side by side. Still giving me the first time feeling of my life. Ooh, got me flying with you, takes me higher with you, baby. Always, I just wanna feel the way. 'Cause you got the thing that I
Oh,
need.
clean.
내 미래의 꿈 같은 right. 'Cause you do me right. That's what you do. 끝이란 건 의미 없어. We will find. 다시 돌아갈 수 있게. If you want it, I got Put your hand in mine, baby, leave it all behind, cause we know too. Because my love is coming strong, there's nothing wrong, my heart and you locked on. Don't worry, ooh, don't worry, ah, don't worry, cause one and one that equals two, you know that is true. Ah, don't worry, let it go, don't worry, I'm still the one that you know. Just get it, love's coming strong, never be alone, cause my heart in you is locked on. 딴 길로 새어가도 잊지 말아줘, that I will remember who you are. I will bring heaven back on earth. So get ready, let's get ready, we gon' live it up. Come get ready, let's get steady, we gon' live it
Interesting.
up. Don't worry in this story, cause my heart is always locked on you. Always locked on. Don't worry, ooh, don't worry, ah, don't worry, cause one and one that equals two, you know that is true. Ah, don't worry, let it go, don't worry, I'm still the one that you know. Just get it, love is coming strong, never be alone, cause my heart and you is locked on. 4, 1, 2.
Is this? What the hell is going on? You have another minute?
Okay, you're up next.
We apologize. Our next act seems to have disappeared.
What the? The hell?
Is there lore? Did we
What's
miss
going on?
something?
All right. I have so many questions. This music video did not help me out.
I didn't like. Did they get kidnapped? Did they get
Yeah, what
locked away by the other girls? What
What happened?
are we getting like an explanation for that?
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Okay,
I don't-
surely someone has to know
So let
if
us
that's
know.
like
Yeah.
gonna continue because they left us all with like on like a cliffhanger.
Literal cliffhanger. Yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit.
All right. Interesting. VVUP locked on. Look, phew. Same issue as their pre-debut.
I was gonna say,
for me. The song is like 10 out of 10 potential, but then the chorus kind of like knocks it down a little bit for me.
Chorus was interesting.
So I think the problem with the chorus for me is that they did that really long break that I thought was unnecessary
Yeah.
before the first chorus. And I think doing that before the first chorus is a big mistake.
That's a rough
I
one.
think
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, I think you should do it before the last chorus. Because you're like breaking the tension of what the song is gonna sound like and like losing attention and like that build up for people's like first time hearing that chorus. And then for that chorus to come in and be like very muted and like low energy. I think
Yeah.
it for me what it did was kind of confuse me to whether we were in the chorus or not, because that part sounded like it could have been the next verse. So I was like, oh, did they
Yeah.
just like omit the first chorus? Or we like it was very confusing at first.
Until you got to the second chorus and you were like, wait.
Until we
that
got to the
first-
second chorus and I'm like, okay, that's how it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand what's happening now. It makes more sense. It rolls in a little bit better. But yeah, that really messed with me a bit. And maybe took away from like my enjoyment of the future choruses. Which is a shame because again, I think this song was so strong vocally. Like the pre-chorus in the song is beautiful. Like
Agreed.
that first pre-chorus
good.
when I think they were
So
like going
good.
into the
The
bathroom scene.
Yeah.
And the one member I wasn't sure who exactly it was had such strong, like such an interesting vocal tone. Yeah, right around there. Maybe before that, I don't remember.
I think it was this locker scene. This is let me go back to my main screen here. This is who I liked the most in this like pre-chorus.
Okay.
She was great. She had like a great strong tone.
Yeah, either way, this is like another case for me. It's like, oh, the members are so strong. Like vocally, they're in this one even more so than the previous song. I think the
Agreed.
vocals are so good. There's like a lot of really unique tones and some nice like falsetto lines and really interesting vocal runs that sort of subverted my expectations.
Yeah.
It's just that chorus loses me a little bit. I was really hoping maybe like at the end it would sort of have some sort of change on like the third chorus or have some kind of additional instrumental elements that come in or something to like pick it up a little bit.
Third chorus had like vocal pop off though, I feel.
Yeah, it did have a really nice high note, but I don't know. I don't know if this is like maybe their thing, like they're going for this kind of anti-drop avant-garde chorus vibe. All I know from them are these two songs, so I guess this is all I really have to go off of them. I'm curious to do they have more songs from than this? Is it just these two songs only? Like I'm curious to see like what else they're releasing.
I'm gonna Spotify them real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It looks like right now they only have the two singles out, so they have Locked On and Doom Chit, just right now, in terms of their Spotify releases.
Well, I think my takeaway from them is that I really like all the members, and I think they're super, super talented. And I like 80% of the songs. Like both songs we listen to, I like 80% of them. I'm like there. I'm locked in, locked on.
Locked on. Yeah, I was gonna say, no pun intended.
But yeah, the choruses I don't know are a little odd for me. Maybe that's just me like being old. I don't get it. Maybe like everyone.
I also didn't get it either. So maybe I'm being old too. The old boat.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think for me, very similarly to Alex, I feel like they nail it in like the verses, the pre-choruses, the bridges. Like that last chorus was like super sick. I really enjoyed like some of the cool like vocal melodies, like some pop up high vocal moments. Like it had a lot of pizzazz to it, which I really liked, and I think if anything it showed off their skills as a group already being like debut. I think this is very solid. But I will say that I don't know if it's just like maybe they're just doing the like the pseudo like anti-chorus or something like that, but to me it's a little rough because I would say not nearly as rough as Doom Chit. I feel like that one was a little bit more like I feel like it would take me a little bit longer to get into that chorus, where I feel like this one is like is still like rough to get into, but I would say it's more easily accessible, at least in my head. Like I can kind of draw the like dotted lines a little bit easier, where I feel like Doom Chit was like a little bit harder for me to kind of get over that hurdle a little bit. But for me it was just like I really kind of was more trying to look out for like the different vocals, see what like different type of melodies that they were deciding to put into these songs, and I really feel like I feel like this one was definitely more of a like vocal song where they were able to kind of highlight more of their strong vocalists, which is always great. And I'd definitely say right now, and thank you for confirming, but Pan I think is my bias as of right now in terms of, obviously I know it's very early, but I felt like her voice stuck out to me the most. So I think for me it's got good bones, but I'm curious where they're gonna kind of like. I'm curious what other people may have think about this song, and obviously appreciate chat for giving us some feedback of what they thought about it. But I'm curious. I'm curious what other people think about the debut in terms of like in terms of the chorus. Like, is it, maybe it might be kind of like more of an age thing. I don't know, but to me it was like I don't feel like it's out of I feel like it's something that I probably could get into, but it would require a decent amount of lessons to really kind of like break my mindset of like, okay, they're doing this, they're trying to go against the grain a little bit in terms of what they're doing structurally to the songs, which I would argue would differentiate them from a lot of other groups, certainly. But I kind of also think like at what cost is that kind of deteriorating from like other people checking them out because they're like, oh, I really like the verses, and then they get to the they get to that initial chorus or they get to the pre-chorus, they're like, this is great, and then they get to the like first part of the chorus and like have like they have like the question marks and like really think about it. So I think I'm more excited to see what other people think about this. I kind of feel like this one is, listening to these two singles back to back was also really good too, because it kind of gives me a better perspective on like I feel like their stylized like structure of how they put together the songs with their producer. So I'm curious of whether or not this is just their stylistic choice and that's what they're going with, or if they're gonna change it up on the next single release or something like that. So I'm curious, but I would say in terms of like the group itself, the members, I think they're great. So I think they definitely have something they're working with that's already good. I'm just curious to see how far they can kind of take it, because I could definitely see they got a lot of talent in their group. So very, very cool. So very awesome. And Youthful said that she is the main dancer. Very cool. She's got great vocals and is the main dancer. That's crazy. Great work. Awesome. So very nice. And also, if you are a VVUP stan, let us know what the end of this music video was about. I still have no clue what happened. So
I thought we were gonna get a Kiss of Life thing, and they were gonna perform the song.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
At the end.
At the end,
thing.
yeah.
But they just disappeared. So
yeah, they're gone. They VV'd up. That was a terrible joke.
VV out of here.
VV gone. Anyway, Crusoe says, I don't think anyone actually knows, to be honest.
Well, if anyone's watching this 6 months from when we posted it and they eventually found out,
let us know. Yeah, please.
Let
Any time frame. Yeah.
know.
Any time frame. We like getting the comments from some of the old shit. It's great. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next one, which is RESCENE, if I have that correct. And this is Yo-Yo.
RESCENE. They are a girl group formed by the Muse Entertainment. They have 5 members, Wani, Liv, Minami, Mei, and Xena, I think. Hopefully I got those right. They just debuted with the single, I guess the pre-debut Yo-Yo. And then their actual debut, I think, was So what's interesting is their first video we're going to be watching, Yo-Yo, is a shortened version of their that song. But that's what they released the video for, so that's what I decided to put on here. Okay. So we're going to watch the content, how they
set it up,
how they want to put it out.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Well, let's get into.
If we like Yo-Yo, I will definitely. Most of these groups, I'm going to be listening to their full releases anyways, so I will listen to the entire song. But we're going to check out the version they put the video out for.
Very cool. All right. And then Youthful says Yo-Yo is their pre-debut release as well. They debuted with So very cool. All right, let's get into Yo-Yo.
저서 날 찾아내 기다린 다음 그 감각에 집중해 Baby 여튼 잠에들 때 처음 맡아본 그 향기 나를 찾는 그런 놀이 Oh wow Like a dream 꿈이 빛나면 넌 어질어질하지 이거 원해 놀이 우린 마치 눈꼬리 위가
All right. That was RESCENE Yo-Yo. Very short and sweet. Yeah. Very nice. I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like this one. This was very good. Sorry, I'm laughing at you fools. Half the song. Yeah, it felt very felt very leave me wanting more a little bit.
Yeah,
Which is I feel like, if it's a
you can't
short song,
criticize because that's what
that's how it was set up. I think if anything, that's a good compliment because
I was gonna say, if anything, this just makes me. I feel like as soon as we're done, I'm just gonna go listen to it.
now we have to, yeah, or we could throw at least yeah, on here. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. This was great. I liked the transition. I don't know if it was intentional, but like so smooth into that chorus, if that's technically considered a chorus. I don't know, but just the way they kind of like blended it so well. It almost felt like it was either like a really extended verse or it was like just so eloquently put together that like the transition was like super tight. So enjoyed that a lot. I think their vocals are also really nice. They have this kind of like buttery, ethereal
Really
kind of
soft.
super soft, but like really it has a lot of clarity to it, which I love because I sometimes I feel like with a song like you can have a lot of dynamics, and obviously K-pop is known for having very dynamically driven songs. So to have a song that's like a little bit more like a little bit more in the backseat, I like, but I also feel like the instrumentation of the song also plays into that sort of ethereal kind of quality as well. It had like really nice pads, like the synth work was really well put together. Like even kind of like a little bit of like the like vocal like synth bends kind of things. It just really worked well within the incorporation of the song. So overall, I thought this was great. I'm like I said, leaves me wanting more, which is like one of my biggest loves. So I'll definitely be giving RESCENE some more love after this as well too, because they were great.
Dude, youthful pretty much just like read my mind with that comment. The first thing I was gonna say about this in the most complimentary way possible is like this is so like Luna coded to me.
We haven't talked about them, so
Yeah, which there's no sense in really talking about because you don't know Luna at all.
yeah.
But the music was it's very like where I think Luna has played with a lot in like genres and stuff. It sort of has that like really light future bounce kind of
I love that
instrumentation to it. It's really fun. I mean, I'm obviously really curious to like what the whole song sounds like. I think that the like the lyrical concept is fun of like up down simulate yo-yo, just like fun, just like a fun
I did think that was
concept.
interesting. Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm definitely interested. I think that's the point of like a shorter sort of pre-debut video like this, is to draw interest and get people hungry for more, and like kind of give out like a general vibe, or kind of give people like a little taste of what they're gonna be bringing. So in that sense, I think it did exactly what it needed to do. It's like hard to comment specifically on like certain vocalists or like what they're all individually bringing, because it just feels like a really small sample pool because of the nature of the video. But I'm really excited to hear what's next. I think the song that we're listening to next, I think I heard come on my Spotify, and I saw what it was, and then I skipped and didn't listen to it. I think I heard like the first like 20 seconds or something.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I've been holding off, but I liked what I heard from the intro, so that's sort of why I made a point to put them on here. So we can get into it, I think.
I feel like hopefully we'll get into Triple S. I've also seen them populate on my Spotify as well. So I think we're gonna hopefully soon.
Triple S we will definitely get into. I don't know much about them, especially with like the different unit stuff. But we will for sure do that.
I get so many now.
some
It's
point.
crazy.
They're like NCT but the female version. Yeah, something like that. So
We haven't even talked about NCT yet either. So there.
Yeah, at some point we'll do Triple S. Eyes One, I would love to do an Eyes One thing, but that's probably a little bit on the back burner. And Luna, I want to do a whole Luna thing, but I'm pretty sure it's like
We can't.
a shutdown from the community on that because
It's a big old X.
pretty much anything we upload is going to get instantly claimed by BlackBerry, and they're going to get the revenue. So we don't want to give BlackBerry any revenue. So we are probably avoiding doing any Luna until we can figure out a workaround or something. Then I don't want to cover Artemis without like the background of Luna. You know, it's a little bit of
That's
a tough
fair.
situation.
It's a catch-22, unfortunately. Shoot, yeah, thank you
And
for
Shoop,
joining us.
thank you. Thanks for
Yeah,
the offer.
triple S. Yeah, we'll definitely take you up on that for sure. Artemis and Triple S are under the same company now.
Yeah, they're both under Mod House, but
Okay.
I think to understand Artemis
I had also
and
to
like
know.
their concept and who's in
Yeah.
it and everything, you need the Luna background. And the Luna background is like, think of BTS month.
Oh God.
You need about that much. You need like we probably
Jesus.
need like a couple
Like solid weeks.
streams, a
Yeah.
couple solid streams to
Woo!
get through Luna.
I feel like
And
Artemis.
that's without even getting into lore, because I won't touch lore, especially for Luna, because I know the Luna lore is
is like wild. I'm sure.
I don't have another lifetime to spend trying to figure it out. So that's without touching the lore. It would still take a while.
I feel like Artemis is just Luna DLC. You know, it's just like the
Yeah.
microtransaction. I have to like pay to. I have to unlock Luna first, and then microtransact for Artemis. You know.
Yeah. I think eventually if like BlackBerry shuts down and it's like safe to stream their stuff without their revenue going to them, or like I don't know, like the members get the copyright rights or something.
We'll try. We'll
try to figure that out. We'll see.
Hopefully soon. We'd love, like I said, we'd love to. We see all the comments about people wanting Luna, and it just breaks my heart because I know like people want to see it, and I'd love to get into Luna, but man, shit, it's just so rough. I like, you know, obviously going through the tribulations of like groups and like legal shit, it's just like so much, you know.
It's tough because I know you're gonna like them. I know you'd like them a lot, and I even know who your bias would be already. But we'll have to just wait.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry, guys. If you've been with us for a bit, we'll try to stick it out. We'll do it. But got completely derailed. We're back on RESCENE. This is so let's give it some love.
I see 넌 부정하지만 네가 draw attention. I see through ya. 달콤함 속에 끌려 넌 아무도 보이지 않는 곳에서 feel your tension. Let you know yeah, that easy to find me, baby. 'Cause I 저 깊은 곳에서 변하려고 해. 하지만 don't even know that 꿈에서도 난 don't even know that. 이젠 시간이 된 거야. 향기로 채울래. So wait a minute, take it slow, ooh, baby. 눈을 감아 느껴봐, feel the chemistry. You gotta shout it out, you gotta shout it out. 그 향기를 따라
Thank you, Crusoe.
시간 쏟았다, 빠져들어. Do you wanna follow me? You've got to see the light. So late you can't deny. 이미 흘러간 저 빛 사이 꼭꼭 숨겨진 my scent of sea. 다시 문을 열어. 빠져들어 도망치려 해도 나 꺼져버린 burning flower 속에 네 향기 남아 꿈처럼 we seen wait a minute take it slow ooh baby 눈을 감아 느껴봐 feel the chemistry you gotta shout it out you gotta shout it out 그 향기를 따라 시작된 소나타 빠져들어 Do you wanna follow me? You've got to see the light. Too late, you can't deny. 이미 흘러간 저 빛빛 사이 꼭꼭 숨겨진 my sense of sin. Now 다시 문을 열어. You see 타오르는 내 power. 향기를 타고 just right. I'll show you the what it's about. Imagine when you find out. 원한다면 follow me. I'll show you what I mean. 소리 속의 환희 타오르는 꽃이 제가 되었다 흩날려도 영원히 지워지지 않을 the scene 향기로 paint the scene 다시 그려가 our scene Yeah, the scene will be forever Whoa, whoa, I'll show you what I mean 향기를 타고 just right I'll show you what it's about Imagine it when you find out So follow me You've gotta tell me I'll show you what I mean
All right, cool. That was RESCENE. You're just joining us.
Dear God. Dear God.
I've been letting you cook. You're ready.
All right. This is, man, I'm thinking of what it's even holding up against. This is my favorite debut of the year for sure.
Wow.
So far.
Okay. Cook it.
There are others that I have not heard yet, but this is so good. What the hell?
This is wild.
This is crazy. This is like in a similar, it's like the previous song we listened to, I think established like a baseline of what I could expect. And this song took that baseline and like doubled it
Yeah.
in terms of like intricacy and instrumentation and like use of all these super interesting like horn kind of big band samples.
Yeah.
It sort of rides more on that like future like funk house
Kind of
bass
stuff.
kind
Yep.
of
Agreed. Yeah.
genre, similarly to the pre-debut, but obviously it's like way, it uses a lot of elements that like future house and future bass use, which is like a lot of louder samples and a lot
Yeah.
of
Oh yeah.
like a more present like bass line and the just the use of all of the like that bass synth that they use like kind of
Yeah.
use it with runs sort of.
Yeah.
Just like those really really cool synth runs. Man, I feel like I could just rant about the song for a really long time. The chorus when it hits is like really interesting, and it caught me off guard in a similar way that some of the other songs caught me off guard that we've listened to tonight, but in like it's sort of just kind of like feels like it dangles you on the edge a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Like
yeah.
it's very suspenseful because you
Yeah.
get that like
It's like
kinda
a build.
part.
Yeah.
Right, and you're like, where are
You're
we
like,
going? Where are we
"Come
going? Where are we
on,
going?"
yeah.
And then it drops, and the drop is so satisfying.
Oh yeah, that post
Like the
chorus,
drop-
post chorus. Oh
But even like the first part of the chorus, I think is really satisfying, and then that post chorus or the second half of the chorus, however you want to call it, comes in and adds so much more instrumentation and like vocal diversity, and it makes it such a interesting, complex song to the point where like I think I heard the verses for the most part pretty well, but the chorus is so interesting to me, which is like the opposite of what I've been getting from a lot of the stuff we've been listening to tonight, and honestly, K-pop in general recently, I feel like has been shining a lot in verses, but choruses have really been a little weaker or like hit or miss for me.
Sure.
This song feels like the verses are good, but the choruses are like really, the chorus is really like the shining part of the song and really
Yeah.
drives it through the roof. This is really fun. And then this, like, I think it does still give me in a very complimentary way that like Luna house kind of vibe that they were going for before, which is great. Not to say that they're like ripping or have anything to do with Luna. It's just a sound that
Sure.
I've missed since Luna has kind of
Fills
dispersed.
the Luna filled hole in your heart.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about this at all. I'm really stoked on this song.
I would probably retweet most of what Alex says because he took most of the commentary for it. But to be fair, this was a really fantastic track. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure anybody can go back and look at me just make like the most stank face, and I feel like if you're a musician, you know that
Yeah.
is the highest compliment you can give to anybody is if you hit them with a yeah, and, like that's how you know you've got them, you know. So to me, this was great, very like funky, really vibey, but like whoever's doing like their synth work and stuff, like their production deserves an award, man. It was great. I think whoever it is, they really crushed it. So shout outs to them. As well as that last chorus was phenomenal. Like I thought that the chorus 1 and chorus 2 are great, but the way they closed out the song was just really, really well done. And I think it kind of builds off of stuff that they already did in like the verses, the choruses, the bridge. I just think that they kind of, again, just one-upped it in that way. So to me, I think if there was anything else that I could have talked about in the song was just the chorus really kind of puts like a really great end cap to an already fantastic track. So yeah, I love this. This is great. I'll probably have to check out some more RESCENE after this as well too, because they seem pretty small. So I would hope that they get. I would hope that people, in terms of finding out about this group, I would hope that they get more love, because there's definitely, at least from the types of groups that I've listened to thus far, this one feels very different from some of the other stuff that we've either covered here on the show or stuff that I've listened to in my personal time. So to me, I think it just kind of keeps my ears open, and you know, I'll be definitely giving them a follow on their social media so I know when the next debut they have coming out. But yeah.
If I can give a little bit of context, I think I'm looking at the production credits here, and one of the main writers on this song, and maybe is a testament of why I like this instrumental so much, is he was also a big hand in LE SSERAFIM's Anti-Fragile and Fearless.
Ooh,
Also
okay.
Queen of Hearts by Twice.
Ooh,
Mago by G Friend. Winter Without You by XG.
nice. Okay.
Royal by Ive. Brave by Twice.
Ooh,
Party
okay.
O'Clock by NMIX. Like a lot of
Nice. Yeah. Some good ones.
bangers and songs that I think I've all liked a lot instrumentally. So it makes sense that the people working on this song definitely nailed the production once again. Super cool.
Yeah, shout outs to their team. They did a great job. So whoever's crushing it, shout outs to them. They're awesome.
Yeah, RESCENE's to the top of my list on new groups I'm interested in right now. So very, very excited to see what
They
we
got
get from
cooking.
them next.
They got cooking. Love to see it. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Wow.
As much as we would not like to get on to the next one because we're just on the high of RESCENE, but
All right,
next, and what we have is Kiss of Life.
Kiss of Life.
Midas
Let's
Touch.
talk about Kiss of Life.
Yeah.
Man, I've been avoiding this song like the plague, waiting to watch it on stream. It is everywhere, and I follow all the girls on Instagram, and they're all doing
Same.
like
Yep.
their challenges, and they're all doing videos, and they're collabing with other people I like, and I've been having to not watch any of it. It's killing me. I have no idea what the song sounds like, and it's driving me crazy.
I saw
Natty's blonde, and I can't watch the music video. It's driving me nuts.
I saw shout outs to our homie Sierra. I saw her post about it today on her story, and I was like, son of a bitch, I can't listen to this song yet. I have to watch it on stream. And she's like, and I was like, I can't. So I'm excited. But anyway, this was the one I recommended to Alex to throw on the list. I almost automatically assumed he was going to put it on the list, but just in case, just wanted to put it out there. So let's get into Midas Touch. So let's rock.
Let's see if I get bias wrecked once again.
Baby, count 10, that's all I need. 단숨에 빠져들어. Can't go back, can't go back. Take time, ain't got no time. 저 끝을 겨누는 love. Ain't your love, ain't your love. Hey, baby, I've been watching. 널 풀어할진 달콤한 이 danger, danger. Hey, baby, I'm so toxic. 위험할수록 재밌잖아. It's alright. 어머니, 원하는 너뿐인 아찔한 love 밤새 날 알게 돼. I want you with a single touch, boy. 도망쳐봐, 어차피 날 벗어날 수 없어. When I touch you, kiss you, you're gonna realize. Maybe that's the thing to know. But if I touch you, kiss you, watch out, 순간 변해버린 넌 babe. You see I got the Midas touch. Yeah, I really wanna stay all day with you. You know what we going through. 찾아봐 떨리는 이유. 몸부림칠수록 getting deeper. 손짓 한 번으로 making you weaker. Hey, baby I'm so toxic. 위험할수록 재밌잖아. It's alright. Your hands up in my hands below. 어머니, 원하는 나뿐인 아찔한 love 밤새 날 알게 돼. I want you with a single touch, boy. 도망쳐봐, 어차피 날 벗어날 수 없어. When I touch you, kiss you, you're gonna realize. Maybe that's the thing to know. But if I touch you, kiss you, watch out, 순간 변해버린 눈빛. You see I got the Midas touch. Gotta sugarcoat me.
Aw, this is cool.
My love's like in my play with that little one 한다면. Looking like a kitty cat, but 아무도 감당 못해.
Love all these shout outs right now.
When I touch you, kiss you, you're gonna realize. Maybe that's the thing to know. But if I touch you, kiss you, watch out, 순간 변해버린 눈빛. You see I got the Midas touch. 빠져드는 손짓. You see I got the Midas touch.
Jesus. All right, cool. That was Kiss of Life, Midas Touch, if you're just joining us.
Man, it all clicks now. All these dances I've been watching in silence for the past week.
I'm muted.
It finally.
Now you
makes
know my
sense.
struggle. That is literally me every week as I scroll through. I find a new group to just follow on Instagram, and I just see all their stuff, and then I'm just like, man, I gotta listen to this. I have to listen to this muted because I can't. I gotta do the thing.
Oh my god. All right. Kiss of Life, Midas Touch. Where do I start?
Where do you start, Alex?
It's interesting because it's like it's kind of retro.
Mm.
But it's not like it's retro, but it's not like what would you consider like the normal retro thing people are doing is like neutro. It's
Neutro,
like that
yeah.
80s kind of like synth bass sort of thing. It's more like late 90s, early 2000s retro
I was gonna
in a
say,
sense
yep,
of like those
correct.
like older kind
Yep.
of
Britney Spears, like NSYNC.
yeah.
that
Britney
type of stuff.
Spears is actually like a pretty good comparison, I think.
Youthful also put it in the chat, so yeah, it's useful.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'd also agree.
Yeah, definitely reminiscent of that era. I think they definitely got a huge budget upgrade for this.
Yeah, holy shit, yeah.
It seemingly like every time they put out have a comeback, it seems like their budget has grown,
Stonks. Yeah.
which is great. I know their album sales are really good. So that's sick to see. Yeah, I thought this is great. I mean, I sort of always get confused at who my bias is in Kiss of Life, and I feel like it changes on depending on what video I watch, who I'm watching, what Instagram videos they're uploading. They're also
Yeah.
like interesting and like funny.
Yeah,
I've
agreed.
watched a lot of their stuff and feel like seen so much of their personalities and stuff, and they do such a good job, I think, of like showing off in their videos. I want to talk about the vocals, which I think like it's pretty clear. Like Natty's a great vocalist. Julie has some singing lines in this. I think she sounds fantastic.
Yeah, agreed.
I think Belle always sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like there's no denying that Belle is like probably one of the
Yeah.
best singers in K-pop, right? You can't really, I think, get away from that. Like you hear her sing live, you hear her, on her solo song, you hear her in all the other like B-sides, the other Kiss of Life stuff. She's an insane vocalist.
Agreed. Yeah.
But I want to talk about Hanul. Hanul is my
Agreed.
favorite vocalist in this group because she has such a unique tone. And I think she is underrated because she often gets like looked at through, I think she often gets looked at in comparison to some of the other members of this group, because you have like Julie, who's a great rapper, you have
Agreed.
Natty, who's like has like prior notoriety and is like a super great dancer, and you have Belle, who is this absolute like flex
Yeah.
vocalist.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes Hanul just naturally gets like, and she's like the youngest and maybe not looked at as strong as the other members. I think she is such a strong vocalist, and it comes out in this song specifically.
Agreed. Yeah.
So well, where she's like keeping up with the vocal runs that Belle is doing. I think she has a super unique tone. She's like one of the vocalists, I think, from these like newer groups that I can always pick out when she's singing, because she has such a unique way of singing, and the way that she talks comes through very forward
Agreed.
in the way that she sings.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. It just makes her voice super recognizable. So I think like the whole song I really enjoyed. I think Julie's rap section in particular, I thought was one of her better
I was gonna say
rap sections.
Agreed.
She has a very like, I don't know if people like hearing it. She has a very like YG Black Label flow, which is I think a good thing. I like that kind of rap flow. But it sounds great on her. I think she's like constantly, every release has been sounding better to me. But yeah, I think my main takeaway from this song is, goddamn, Hanul is a great singer, and this is a great song. This is a mini album, right? I hope this is a mini album.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna double check, but yeah, I'm almost positive it is, because I remember seeing like in DM. Yep. Oh no, it's a single. It's just it's a single.
It's just this.
Oh, it's this and Nothing is the other song.
Okay, cool.
So 2 songs.
Sick.
So you can check out Nothing. I love this song. As someone who listened to a ton of pop radio as a kid, this definitely like has a bit of nostalgia, but also like, obviously, as Alex mentioned, it does have a very modern touch to it. So I think, to me, it kind of has its foot in both arenas, which I love, because I think it's like, I love the fact that some groups are kind of doing this like 90s, like early 2000s throwback, which again makes me feel really old, because I'm 31. So so that, in that aspect, I don't like it as much, but I will say for the song itself, I really enjoyed it. I would agree with you, Full. It does have like a very like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, NSYNC, kind of even a little maybe like Boys to Men type, like vibe to it, even to some degree. Obviously I know Boys to Men's more R&B, but like, but it kind of gives me that sort of vibe, which I really love. But I would also say it highlights the members of this group so well. I would argue for people who aren't familiar with Kiss of Life, and maybe this might be the first song that they check out. I think this is a really great introduction, and I would argue to go back and listen to their previous release if you haven't yet. They
even shout out their solo songs in that
they
one
did
verse.
shout out their solo songs.
So.
That is true. I'm almost positive that in our Kiss of Life deep dive, I'm pretty sure my bias was Julie. I will still stand on that hill of Julie being my bias because she is phenomenal. And I would say this was probably one of my favorite verses she's done in quite a bit. So I'm such a Julie stan. Shout outs to her. But as well as that, I mean, again, I would also agree as well. Like, Belle was great. I feel like I feel like almost a broken record because I say this every time we talk about Kiss of Life, and I feel like most people but I don't think I could have a bias because they're all really great. And I think again, this song is just a clear indicator that like there is no weak link in this group, you know, and that is so impressive for a group of like 4 ladies, you know. Like obviously there's groups that have a ton of members, and that's not to diss groups that have like, you know, a whole entourage full of people, but the way that they're able to kind of integrate each member so efficiently but also play to their strengths so well is really, really impressive. And I think that also goes down to like how it's produced. I know I know in the Eric Nam interview, I know Belle does some production, so I don't know if she did any production on this release particularly, but I think the way that they were able to kind of just like have specific parts where all of them kind of pop off, but then all meet in that chorus where like everything kind of just like meets at one, you know, one midpoint. It's just really well done, and I just want to continue listening to this song. Like if we were not on stream and we had more songs to listen to, I would probably listen to this song like at least 20 more times because I just think it is just so well done. And I've been on a little bit of a Kiss of Life kick anyway. So, you know, for me to not listen to the song and to go back and listen to some of their previous stuff and still be just so enamored by them, I think for me, this was a home run. So I loved it. I would totally agree with chat that on any given day, I feel like I could be a bias of somebody else, but as a whole, I feel like I'm just a bias for the group. So it's an OT4, which I love. So yeah, this was phenomenal. This is great. I want to delve into it.
Give a little producer context for
nice.
you.
Love it.
Looks like their main producer on this name is Mia, and she's worked with Kiss of Life previously on My 808.
Okay.
She's also worked with Kai from EXO and Woods. And
Woods.
she did the song.
Nice.
She did the song 17 by Wien.
Oh, that's a great song.
Also,
shout out to Wien.
Also an Astro song. I and then like her own solo music too. So yeah, solid list of songs.
Yeah,
Kiss of Life to me, dude, I've had this dilemma before where I feel like they are like if you try to put them all down and give yourself like a bias or make yourself choose a bias, I feel like you will just constantly be turned with yourself.
You'll be
like,
wrecked every time
with yourself. Because you like can't pick a member because they're like if I try to pick my favorite member like musically, like I think it's probably Hanul, but then I'm like, oh, on Variety, who's my favorite? I don't know, like Julie or Natty, but then there's also like that really funny clip where like Belle like challenging some random person to like singing in like a filming, like a Variety filming thing. It was really fun. They're all so like interesting and funny and like different energies, and it's really hard to kind of. I don't think you can pick a bias in Kiss of Life and
I
be
would agree.
mentally
Mentally
okay.
stable. I will also say I really enjoyed Natty's tone in like the verses. I think she did a really fantastic job. She's got like this really cool like warmth to her tone that I
She's
really
got a
love.
really cool like R&B ish,
Yeah,
like really
yeah.
smooth voice that is interesting.
It was just so nice. I felt comforted, you
Yeah.
know. So this is great. I'm gonna have to give a listen to Nothing as well. So I'll let you guys know in the comments later. But very cool. Shout out to Kiss of Life. I know you went on Eric Nam's show.
Let us
so
know.
just saying.
If you're a Kiss of Life fan, let us know who your Kiss of Life bias is this week and how you got there.
This week. It's a intervention week. Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Well, the next one we have on our list is Unis. The song is Superwoman. So
Okay.
Don't know
They
anything about
are a girl group formed and managed by F&F Entertainment through the survival reality show Universe Ticket. I remember seeing this show being aired and like a bunch of people I know talking about it, but I never watched anything about it. I don't really know anything about it. I don't even know how many members they have.
Too many, probably. Infinity Thought, thank you for giving us a follow. Thank you for joining us.
5 members, I think.
11 members. That's what Youthful says.
Wait, no way.
And the youngest one being just turned 13. Seiwan. That's wild.
I hate that.
I hate
1,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 8.
Oh, 8. It's 8. He said no. That's okay. We did just get finished with Kiss of Life, so you know we're all in shock. It's okay.
Hey, you're seeing us in real time, live fact checking.
Live fact check, yeah, live fact checking on the spot. If you want to live fact check us, join us live. You know. But
so
anyway.
if that tells you we have no idea anything about Unis, there you go. So let's check out what I'm assuming is their debut, Superwoman.
I guess so. We'll find out. Anyway, yeah, Unis, Superwoman. Let's rock. Youthful says debut. Yep.
Can't you feel it, can't you see it 오묘하게 가려진 veil 상상해봐 뭐든지 all the good things 생각 뛰어넘어 trying 전부 내 맘대로 design 자 놀라워진 나를 보여줄 timing
Ooh, interesting run.
내게 더 flash. You don't have to worry about my friend. 불꽃이 터지면 절대 꺼지지를 못해. 밤이 어둠 속에 숨어도죠. 별빛보다 하늘 높이서 너와 about you. 아직 놀라기는 일러. I will show you what you break on night. 마치 보란 듯더 빛날 테니까. 숨겨지지 않아. It is my real stuff. I got power. 이렇게 펼쳐나가. What you think about me? What you think about me? 세상을 바꿔 la la la. Just trust me. I got power. I'll take you under. 난조차 내 정도 모르니. Yes, can do, baby. 보여줘 who I am. I got power. I'm a power. 한번 멈춰 stop me. I can't deny. 늘 당당하게 내디뎌 발을 one step. No way. Lie, 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 lie. 이렇게 나. I tell my superwoman all man I wanna. Cause I'm my own superwoman. 숨겨지지 않아. It is my real stuff.
Guys, it's Music Island. All right. Well, that was Unis.
Is that like their fandom name, Unis, or is that their album name?
Who knows?
Or am I crazy?
We'll leave it up just in case if there's any Unis fans in the chat. All right, cool. That was Superwoman. I think that was a pretty solid song. I liked it, you know? It's got a cool beat to it. I especially like the beat switch in that like second verse. I thought that was really sick. Changed up the song a little bit, which I love. You know, I love a good beat switch. Bridge was really fun in this song. I don't know. I feel like it was just I feel like it was solid. Like there wasn't anything that I was like going over the moon about. Like, and obviously, to be fair, we did listen to this after Kiss of Life, so I feel like, you know, we're riding the high of Kiss of Life a little bit. But I think this song was pretty well put together. I liked the instrumentation; it was really solid. I think all of their members were really cool. I think specifically, I enjoyed. Let me see if I can find the spot in the music video of who I liked the most. Well, when I find that, I'll let you know. But overall, I thought it was pretty well put together. I didn't think there was anything like crazy about the song that I was like doing the reaction face for. But I think altogether it was I think it makes me curious to see what else they're gonna be coming up with. If this is like more of their like. If they're more of a group that has more of a like chill kind of like vibey sort of sound, because obviously this is a title track. B-side songs can sound, you know, vastly different, I'd argue, from the title song. So I don't want to assume that, you know, this. I don't want to assume that this title song is any indication of what I'd imagine is on their mini album, but yeah, I think this one will absolutely grow on me. It has like that sort of softer tonality that I really like, and I think this is a very chill song. So I thought it was pretty solid. I enjoyed it. I think the B-sides. I'm curious to hear what the B-sides are going to be like. I think, if anything.
Yeah. Okay. Can you find a group shot? Because I need help from Youthful.
Oh God.
Figuring out some stuff. I didn't know.
Shot. That's a good shot.
I didn't know Belle was in this. So Belle is
Which one?
an ex-member of the group Signature.
Yeah, I think.
She goes. Okay, so she goes from by Hyunju now. She's the oldest. She's the leader, I think. Right? Do you know where she is in this? It's kind of hard for me to see on the screen.
She has the bangs. Yellow and black. So this one.
Okay.
I assume.
That. Yes. Cool. Okay. Interesting. That's good because I really liked Belle. I never got super into Signature. To kind of start there. But I remember really, really liking their Sorry, I'm just watching you scroll.
Second one from the right. So it would be this one. I
Okay,
believe.
cool. That makes sense because I remember watching the song Boyfriend by Signature, and that being like a change up from Signature's sound.
Mm.
And I really, really liked that song. And specifically in that song, I really liked Belle a lot. And then
Okay.
I don't really follow them that closely, but I found out she ended up leaving the group or something happened. So I didn't know she was joining another group or was even in the show, to be honest. I guess she was going by Hyunju, so I was unaware.
Youthful said she's still in the group. She's just no.
Oh,
It's
she's
just
still
in Signature.
she's still in Signature?
It says no. She was just in this group temporarily.
Oh, okay.
This group is
Good.
only on contract for 2.5 years.
Right, I
Same
understand
as
that.
something
That's
other-
sort of like a normal. That's like Kepler
Okay.
or As One. That's like a normal contract
Correct.
show.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that she was no longer in Signature. Okay.
Hmm.
That's great because I really liked her in Signature. As much as I don't really know a ton about them, obviously, but that makes sense because in this song she stood out to me. And there's another member with short hair who was like a rapper.
Yeah, I was also gonna say the same one that I'm thinking of. I would almost guarantee is this.
Yeah,
is
her.
Yep. Same.
Whoever. So, so whoever this is and Hyunju were like definitely my standouts for this. I liked this girl's rap tone.
verse.
I
Yeah.
can't really.
Big agree.
Yeah, I don't think Kotoko,
Kotoku.
Japanese member. Interesting.
She was great. Yeah. Shout outs.
Cool. Well, I'm interested. I don't really know anything about the show or any of the members or any of them. So, 16 years old sub rapper. Okay, interesting. Well, she's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm sort of on the similar page with you, Brennan. Like I don't have anything bad to say about the song really, but I'm kind of forgetting it already.
Yeah.
Like from like talking, like I've been talking about the members and talking about like so much other stuff in between that I've sort of like forgotten the song almost a little bit, which isn't necessarily, it doesn't mean it's a bad song.
Yeah.
It just
agreed.
doesn't leave like a particularly like sharp image of in my mind of like not super memorable. I'm curious to hear the Signal song for the show because I think that somebody in chat mentioned that they really liked it, and that's not the first time that I've heard that.
Huh. Okay.
So that's something that I would want to check out for sure, especially if the group did their own version of it, because sometimes I know they do that. Like with the Signal song will be performed by the contestants of the show, but then when the group like wins or finalizes, sometimes they'll go back and do like a winners re-recorded version of like the final group.
Okay.
So I'm definitely interested to hear that. We are gonna check out one more song from them though. I put they have a special video debut showcase version of their song What You Need, because I was trying to dig and find more stuff to check out, so we're not just doing like one song, one done for all these groups. So I think this one is actually like, I can't remember. I think it might have like showcase vocals, like live vocals.
Okay.
But we can just get into it. I don't really have any more context or anything else to add. I think this is a solid debut, but I definitely want to hear more before I think I can make a have more
educated
to talk
guess.
about.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. Yeah. Also, both Youthful and Crusoe said that the Signal song is one of their favorites, as well as it being a fantastic track. So we'll have to check it out. But all right, cool. Well, let's get into What You Need, which is next here.
I'm away, my vibe, my things, and my style. Got a lights on me and all eyes on me. Wanna know my A to Z? I'm the one that I need.
Cool vocal tone too.
Everybody like, you can tell me now. What you need, but you know we got Illit, and you know we're always gonna shine. You need, know you vibe into it, 'cause it's a cycle, living our life. You need, take a picture if you're gonna stare. I won't be mad if you do. Say my name, okay. It's my time for you. I'm changeable like an event. I could be good if you like that. Gotta set the world to win my thing. Never, you do it big. Maybe you can find us on the screen. Everywhere you look, we from the city. The beauty shining like rubies. We're chosen for you. I take your sign. I know you like double to feel like hearts. Keep it moving, girl. Everybody first. You can tell me now what you need, 'cause you know we got Illit, and you know we always gonna shine. You need what you need, now you found it to it. The streets are cyclical, living our life. You need anything you wanna be, anything you wanna see. We got what you need. Ready for what we got. That's how we do it right. We never miss it. Having what you need. But you know we got Illit, and you know we're always gonna shine. You need, know you vibe into it, 'cause it's a cycle, living our life. You need,
All right, can we pause on that group frame like a couple seconds ago, just so I can try to get info on who's who?
Is that good or
It might not be big enough. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can find a better one. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, I think that's
All right,
probably
that's
about
pretty
as
good.
best.
That's
That's
pretty
about
good.
as best as we're gonna get, I think.
All right. Let me think. All right, all right, let me start out by saying this song is a lot more my speed. This song
Agreed.
to me is
Big facts.
I don't want to say it's better, but it's more memorable for me. And it's definitely more my style. It's like got a little bit more of like a laid back beat. It's got a really nice whistle sample that's not like too jarring or not too like piercing in your ear, but it's like it has like a nice catchy kind of sits in the back of your head
Good
sample.
hook. Yeah, good hook. Yeah.
I think that's really good, and I think the what you need part of the chorus is really easy to sing along to, and it's like a really easy followable track.
Agreed.
I don't know if it should have been the title track or not. Not my decision to make, but this song is definitely more of my vibe. Okay, my standout members in this song for sure are the two standing in the back to the left, the one with like the
I was
pink
gonna
blonde
say
hair.
pink hair. Yeah, pink hair and black hair in the middle. Yeah.
Yep, and the black hair in the middle. I don't know who they are. I also really liked one part where Belle had center, and I thought she was doing a fantastic job.
Jelly and
Gailey
and Alicia. Is it Gailey?
Is it Gailey? Gailey and Alicia? They're both Filipino members. Interesting.
Nice. Very cool. It's
pronounced
Jelly.
like jelly.
Okay.
Okay. Jelly and Alicia.
Jelly.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
bad.
bear with
Sorry,
me.
bad. Sorry, we suck.
We get there. They were super stand out for me in this. I thought they were really great. There was also the member on the bottom,
all the way to the right.
peanut butter and jelly. second from the right in the bottom, I thought she had really good vocals, especially in that part of that bridge. I think that was her. I think both of them to the bottom right were doing the bridge together.
Correct. Yeah, I was gonna say bottom
Um,
right all the way to the end was also. I think, she was great as well.
Yeah, I thought, especially for this
Yeah.
being like live vocals, or like whatever close to live vocals as they get for these
As a good, I
showcases.
was gonna say, yeah.
I think they sounded good. I think you could definitely hear some live vocals coming through, or at least it
A
was
little bleed. There's
performed
a little
live
bleed.
at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Um, I thought it was great. I'm curious because this is a performance version or the showcase version.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to listen to it in headphones, like as it is on Spotify or whatever,
Yeah,
to really
like
get, I think, more
studio version.
Yeah, just to get some of like the production ends in my ear about like how the vocals are mixed and everything, and like how the mix is a little bit more, because this is definitely more of like a from the soundboard kind of mix,
Agreed.
you know.
Yeah. Factual.
But yeah, this is definitely more my speed. I enjoyed this quite a bit. So I guess this is was this just a double, like a single, or are there B-sides?
Who knows?
I know this song is a B-side. Let me take a look.
Mini
What
album.
did you think, Brandon?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, okay.
I also was very surprised that Kotoko had singing parts, because she did rapping in the last song. So she's got a very nice vocal tone that I really liked. I'm curious, did they utilize her more in more tracks on the mini album? But yeah, I would agree. I think probably my picks from on this screen are top left, middle, top, far right on the bottom, and then far left on the bottom. I think those four members, at least to me, were the ones that stood out the most. And that's no disrespect to whoever else is a part of Unis, because I think they all sounded really well put together. But to me, in terms of this song specifically, and being able to hear a little bit more of the like vocal diversity a little bit, I think those four, at least to me, stood out the most. So yeah, so I like these a lot. This was definitely agree with Alex. This was more my speed as well. I think you got to hear a little bit more of the type of talent that they have, and obviously this being a group that is only on contract for 2.5 years, I'm curious to see what, like, how much growth that they'll have within that amount of time, and to see if whether or not, obviously, since they are younger, I'd be curious to see what their future propositions are in terms of what groups they wind up joining or starting or something like that. So I think they have a really great base layer to kind of grow off of, and they obviously are talented. So I think if anything, as performers, I think it makes me excited to know that they have the potential to be much more stronger vocalists or stronger rappers. So I think this is a cool kind of starting point that I feel like will be cool to take a look back on and see what groups they wind up joining in the future, hopefully, and to see what type of perspective that they have.
I was gonna ask, Youthful, you seem like you're pretty informed
Knowledgeable.
on them.
Yeah.
Are any of the other members of this group from groups besides Yeonju?
You've watched the whole show, so okay, cool.
Don't think so. Okay. Well, so this is kind of an aside, not really anything to do with them in particular, but I really like. I haven't been watching variety or survival shows as much lately, but one of the reasons I really like watching them is because I like to see the group that gets made in the end, obviously, like the finale group. But I think I've talked about it. I think I've talked about it here before. I really like seeing what like the group members end up doing post group, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like what happens after the fact. Yeah.
So like like IZ*ONE when their contracts expired, and you had, you know, Ive and La Seraphim and Yena come out of it and like have their own
Break off.
Obviously I don't mean Ive and La Seraphim are just break offs from that, but I mean some of the members. When you have them splitting and doing all their own things and
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
sort of like expanding their careers, and it's really fun to me to see where they take the success of their groups and go with it. So this is definitely another group I think that there are some really strong members in who I'm excited to see what they do, but I'm also really excited to see what their like futures will look like post this group because they're so young. It's
Yeah.
2.5. It's a 2.5 year contract. They're all still going to be super young and have, you know, really any opportunities they want post group. So definitely want to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah. Obviously, I feel like getting younger in the K-pop group, you know, debuting in K-pop groups, I'm not a big fan of it, and that I feel like as a newbie, it's a little rough to see. But I think, you know, hopefully that everything, you know, post this goes well for them, you know. So I don't want to pass any judgment, you know. You do what you gotta do, you know, certainly. But yeah, very good. I think these two songs were interesting. I'm curious to see what Unis will be doing after this. I don't know if we would we ever get. It would be interesting to jump into Eyes One, since now we've done Ive and also Le Seraphim at some point. I think it would be interesting
Maybe.
to throw back at some point. We'll think about it. But I would be curious just because obviously I know both Le Seraphim and Ive now, so it would be cool to be like, oh shit, I know these people. That's crazy. So maybe we'll do it. There's enough people that want to see it. We'll do it. But the last one to maybe cap off the stream for tonight, we got a little bit of an early birder so for tonight, but we have Babymonster in their new song Sheesh. So
Sheesh.
is this just a single release, Alex? Okay. If you know, let us let us. Youthful says this is their debut album. Oh, mini album. Okay. Very cool. All right, so there's more songs. Cool.
So there's more songs than everything that we've listened to. Is that right? Like sometimes I know that they'll like put pre-debut songs or like earlier songs on a debut mini album.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. So there's like new songs that we haven't heard that are B-sides on the mini album, I'm guessing.
Oh, Charlie Puth did a song. Oh, I like Charlie Puth. Big vibes.
Nice.
Big vibes. Yeah, if you can let us know what's on the mini album, that'd be cool. It includes the previous releases. Okay.
So I'm guessing it's previous releases and maybe a couple
of new songs. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, that's cool.
Well, let's
take what we can get.
Let's get into Sheesh. Sorry, that was terrible. I just like how they said sheesh. That was great. Anyway, guys, that was Babymonster Sheesh if you're joining us right now. I guess I'll go first. I like this song. It was great.
Yeah, please.
Very, very fun. I want to give a shout out to whoever their rappers are. Again, my unfamiliarity in terms of whoever's the members of their group. Just that rap section was just incredibly hard. So
I think the main rappers here were Ion, Ruka, and Asa.
Youthful says it's Asa and Ruka. I think that's who it was.
Isn't Ion rapping with
I don't know.
Isn't Ion rapping with Ruka in this?
We're gonna go back. I just want to see. Let me see if I can get like a full shot of all three of them, because there was three. We're getting there. All right, cool. That was close enough.
Okay. Anyways, continue.
Anyway,
Please.
it was that this whole rap section was incredibly great. I loved it. I thought it was really fun. That ending was very interesting. I still don't know if I'll probably have to give this another pass through to see if whether or not how I feel about that ending. But I liked it upon first listen, so I'm curious if that's gonna continue to be an enjoyment for me as we continue to listen to it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this song a lot. Great energy. The chorus is, especially like at the beginning, I like the kind of like minor tone, the way that they utilize piano in that beginning portion of the song was really nice. Had a very kind of like anthemic sort of feel to it, especially in that like pre-chorus, which was really nice. Um, I couldn't help but just smile and joke a little bit about them just using "sheesh" as their main like tagline for the chorus, and I understand that that is the song title and that's the name, but like it kind of has a little bit of a hilarity to it, you know.
It's a little memeable,
It's a little
right?
memeable, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
little.
It's especially since they were like "sheesh," you know, the way they said it is just like I'm like I get it, like
It's like I'm seeing the deep fried meme in my
yeah,
head
I'm
when
seeing the deep. Yeah,
when the chorus
exactly.
drop.
Yeah. I thought for sure I was just gonna see a deep fried meme in the like on the screen. So I'm glad I didn't, because if that was true, I would have gotten up out of my chair and started laughing immediately. I wouldn't even be able to finish the song. I don't think I would have just I would have just been fucking cracking up. But I think the song itself was really good. I like the arrangement of it. Again, I don't have the. I saw a couple people in chat say like they were like, oh, this is very like YG stuff like that, which again I don't have the fatigue of YG yet, so I
This
can't
is why I'm letting you go first.
I can't say I can't say for or against it. But I liked it. I thought it was very fun, very energetic. I think that chorus is a little bit of a sore spot, at least for me, just because again I don't think that the song itself was bad. It's just like every time that I hear "sheesh," I'm just gonna think about either this music video or a deep fried meme, and that I don't feel like you would want to be in the same plane as those two things. Arguably, if you like the song, it is what it is. You know, everybody has their own personal preference, and I respect that. But I think if we're taking a look at the music, I think this one, at least instrumentally, I've enjoyed the most. I think out of the entirety of the singles that we've listened to for Baby Monster, I like this one. This was good.
All right. I I'll get out of the way first that I really like this song. Actually, I was
Mm.
really nervous to hear this because I'm very familiar with YG. I'm very familiar with like their groups. I'm familiar with the producers, like how the sounds are. So I think, fairly so worried about what we were getting into here because there's been a
Sure.
lot of talk.
Yeah.
Um, I know how it goes. I watched their show, their pre-debut show.
Mm.
Um, I like this more than I thought I was going to. Uh, and like the chorus, like yeah, the sheesh thing is a little like I don't know. To me, like dated and kind of like if they dropped this song like a year ago, maybe it would have been like more like the timing might have made more sense.
I guess.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It feels like a little too late to be dropping a song with like a sheesh chorus. Um, but like for what it is, I think if you like look away from that word being
The memeability of it. Yeah, I
the
got
meme,
you.
yeah, the meme of that word, I think it's pretty good. As
I would
far
agree.
as like
Yeah.
choruses go. Um, I think the standouts obviously are the rap sections. I think it's Ion, Ruka, and Asa have a rap part where it's Ion and Ruka together back and forth,
Oh, so
and
good.
then my favorite Asa is the one who comes in that third part and has like a really sick
Fast
like
verse. Oh,
fast verse.
crazy.
Which is cool because Asa was my one of the ones I was really rooting for in the survival show. I really thought she was like a beyond talented rapper, and she originally wasn't going to make the group. and then the YG did YG things and took all the members, thankfully, and she made the group, and I think she's like proving her place in the group in a spot like this, because it's like, man, that rap section was delivered impeccably, in my opinion. I think that was just super, super impressive. The back and forth from Aya and Ruka was great. I think the vocals all over were really strong.
Agreed. Yeah.
Which is, I don't want to draw comparisons, because I think that's like the issue that we're going to face here for a little while, is there's going to be a lot of comparisons, no matter whether anybody wants to talk about them or not, between them and predecessors, which is like Blackpink, 21, however you want to color it. I think that a lot of people get really upset when you talk about like comparisons, or you bring up like previous groups, but it's not really like a member specific thing. I think it's like an important thing to talk about, because it really comes down to what the company is doing and not the members. Because we see here, and you haven't really listened to much Blackpink yet, so we eventually, I think, can probably have this conversation more thoroughly. But Blackpink, all the Blackpink members have very unique things they bring to the table for Blackpink.
Agreed. Yeah.
Babymonster has a very separate, different list of traits and uniqueness that they all bring. I think they're very separate groups in terms of like talent and versatility. I think that the overlap that I'm seeing is the production side and the management side, where they're sort of not doing enough of a differentiation between where the line stops with Blackpink's production and where it starts with Babymonster.
Yeah, I would agree.
And that's not to say that it's a bad Babymonster song, but it's really hard to determine it from a Blackpink song, especially if you took the vocals out, which is where I think that they'll be okay, is that their vocals are very different, and they do have these members that are really, really good at rapping and have super strong vocals, but you have these sections of the song that are really hard to determine and hard to think that it doesn't sound like a Blackpink song. Especially in the pre-chorus of the song, it really, really sounds like a specific Blackpink song to me. And I didn't really think they had that problem in Batter Up, a song that we listened to before.
We did. Yeah. I
think it had a little bit more of a different identity with production compared to this, but it also, I think what it comes down to too is like I said, not really a member. It's not like, oh, we just Control C,
drag everything over. Yeah.
Blackpink and made a new group. It's obviously not like that.
Yeah.
But I think that there's something fundamentally in like the roots of YG that is sort of like got them stuck on this musical sound that is going to, I think, be a little bit of something that's gonna like drag their heels if they don't kind of like let them develop their own identity.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Because I think that there's a lot that they could do with the members they have in Babymonster and stand out a lot. Like, you can still have a hard beat with really good rap sections and strong vocals and like a catchy chorus without it sounding like it's like it could be any other groups, like without sounding like it could have been plucked from the Blackpink
discography,
song files. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know. I'm at like a little bit of, it's nothing against this song personally. It just is a little bit of a concern being raised for like what YG is doing, not what the group is doing, but like what's YG's plans for this group. Because this song isn't even produced by Teddy, which I think is maybe shocking to a lot of people. It was shocking to me when I heard that this song sounds like straight out of like Teddy's computer folder. But Teddy didn't even work on this. This is like RT and 24, which is like a typical production group under YG,
Okay.
but that tells me that like this song production style and this like way of formulating these title tracks is not just like a Teddy issue. It's sort of like a deeper
Is it a YG issue?
company thing.
Yeah, company wide.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to like harp on negatives. It's not like I think the song's bad. I actually really like the song. I'm probably gonna listen to it quite a bit because I think the drop is really good. I think the chorus hits hard. I think the rap sections are great. The vocals in the pre-chorus are really strong. I actually kind of liked that ending part as much as I thought it was going somewhere different.
Yeah, your face said otherwise. When I looked at you and we were both listening to the drop,
No,
I couldn't tell if you were just like, do I like this
I
or
liked
am I
it.
feeling it out still,
I didn't think that it was going to end there. I thought that the part that it ended on was like going to extend to something much
Sure.
more like YG festival-y because that's
Oh, so they were going to amp it
the-
up towards the end is what you were thinking.
yes.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
It didn't really do that. It did like a change, obviously like a big change for the end of the song, but it didn't really do that like festival build up, big finale, grand ending thing.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, divert expectations whenever you can, YG, because everyone can see everything you're doing
It's a
from
formula,
like a mile away
yeah.
at this point.
The formula. Yeah. I feel
Um,
like even having like a limited knowledge of like Blackpink music, I even was thinking in my head, I was like, this feels kind of, and again, I don't have like I couldn't name a song certainly, but like some of the stuff we've listened to, even like some Somi stuff we've listened to, like you could tell there is some DNA that is shared amongst their groups that transcend their production teams collectively, and that's tough because I think it's like, yeah, it keeps them all under the same like, it's like a YG type group, right? And that's great, but I also feel like it's so difficult for people to break out of that mold of being like, hey, this is like, I don't know, like a New Jean song is gonna sound completely different than like a Le Seraphim song to like a, I don't know, like a Purple Kiss song. Like they're all, and like even extends even further, like a Young Posse song. Like they all have their unique thing that separates them from any other group that you could listen to. I think for me, it's, while it might be a service to them to have that same sort of under the umbrella sound that all of these people have, I also feel like it is also a pretty big flag that they're waving of like, hey, like we kind of produce similar songs for the artists that we have. You can either like it or not. That's just how it is, and that's unfortunate, I feel. Because there's a lot of talent here that could be grown further if they had a song that was cooked out a little bit more. If I mean, again,
and they're gonna develop as like industry talents for sure. They're also super young. I mean, I think I forget who the youngest is. Maybe Chiquita. Some of them are really really young, like 14 or something.
Holy shit,
Chiquita.
Oh my god.
So they've got time. They've got time to like develop and hopefully develop. Like hopefully YG will develop a stronger identity, like signature identity with them as they grow. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Yeah.
I want to give an extra shout out to Rami, who is I always forget that she goes by Rami because I watched when I was watching the show. I think she's got great vocals. She's super. She was really really fun to watch in the survival show. She went by Haram before, like that's her, I guess, her actual name, but she goes by Rami.
Okay.
She's super super fun. I just think she's a talent, like a cut above most in terms of talents. She's super fun. I guess to wrap up my thoughts, I would say this song for me, Main vocalist. Okay. Um, this song for me is like, if I have no other context, if like let's say I don't know anything about YG, I know nothing about Blackpink, I know nothing about K-pop, I just heard this song and that's it. The song's probably like a 9 out
I
of
was
10
gonna
for
say,
me.
yeah.
It's like, if I delude my information, I can't argue with it being a really good song.
Agreed. Yeah, I'd also stance on that. Yeah, as well.
If I give my context and I think about it a lot and I compare it to like all my stuff I know about like YG, and having been a Blackpink fan for so long, and more about like the production side and like sort of internal issues going there, I don't know. I think like overall, I still think it's good, but I probably give it like, I don't know, maybe like a 7. Like I think, given the context and just like wishing it had maybe been something different, but
Yeah, I think for someone who is very new to YG, other than the groups and like solo artists that we've talked about, like obviously I don't have the disdain for YG as much as I feel like other people do, certainly, which is fair. I mean, again, if
it's not even disdain. Like, I don't dislike. I'm not gonna say I like YG. I don't think
I was
there's
gonna
any
say
K-pop company I like.
sure.
But I don't really have anything in particular to like trash YG like I would trash BlackBerry Creative, or trash like Brave Entertainment, or trash some of these companies that have done like
Disdain may be
awful
a hard
things to their
word,
groups.
yeah. Disdain might
It's
be
just,
the wrong word. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll retract my statement on that. I don't think it's disdain. I just feel like, very similarly to like bands that I love, you have this certain like, you have this thing where you're like, I want this band to do really well, like how, like, but this label is not doing them a justice, right? And I can resonate with that, because that to me is like there's some groups that I love that I'm like, shit, I wish they were bigger. They should be much bigger. They should be like, they take a ton of chances on their music. Like, they should be out there, So I can definitely resonate with that a lot. So I feel like, again, I'll retract my statement on being disdain, because I feel like it's not disdain. It's like, I feel like you have a lot of love for these groups. It just sucks that sometimes they can't, no pun intended, they can't fuck with the vision sometimes, where they want to know what's gonna, what's going on with the group, where they want to go, where they want to push them and stuff. And it's like, that's a tough position to be in. But I think for me, as, again, a new fan to like K-pop and this shit, I enjoyed the song a lot. I think it was great. Rap verses were fun. I think this is a very potent song, which I like. I think it really kind of just, it starts off pretty solid, and then continues to kind of build off that in just a really great way. So I'm glad this one was like cool end cap to the mini album. I'm excited to check out some of the stuff, especially with Charlie Puth. I love Charlie Puth. Shout outs to the man. But yeah, this has been kind of our variety girls stream. We were gonna throw Wu on the list, but since we haven't covered all of their stuff on the wheel yet, we kind of just didn't do it. But yeah, if we have some more groups that you would like us to cover, let us know. We like doing the variety, like, group stream type stuff. I think it's really fun. But
Give me
yeah.
1 second.
Okay. But yeah, thank you for joining us. If you are, we are again doing another stream on Wednesday for Island. So if you are watching this now, come join us. Also, I'm sorry about the window. Alex left our video chat here, so it looks a little funky. But yeah, very excited for Wednesday. I don't know what other groups you would like us to cover in the meantime. Let us know. I think we'll probably wind up doing another poll again. I know Stacy was our other girls group winner, and then I don't remember who our guys group winner, our second guys group winner was. I'm almost positive it was Was it Icon? I think possibly. I'll have to double check, but I know we'll probably do. I think it was Icon. Thank you, Youthful. I'm pretty. I want to say it was Icon. I looked on my phone to try to see, but I would have had to gone back a little bit further. But yeah, Island's gonna be really fun. Hopefully, y'all can join us for that. I again don't know what we'll be able to post about for Island because we probably won't be able to do that. Maybe we'll do the intro thing, have that posted, and then just do something else. But not 100% sure. I don't know why Alex joined the left again, but so it is what it is. But yeah, very, very cool. Youthful says Icon are one of my favorite groups of all time, and a bunch of the members just made their solo debuts. Yeah, I did listen to only one track from the Bobby album, and that was with Changmina, which was fire. If you have not gotten to listen to that song,
Oh yeah,
great
we didn't talk
track.
about that. You like that song?
So good. It was so they like. Oh my god, Bobby's a maniac. I loved it. It was like
Yeah.
it almost felt like a metal song. Like a hard it was like it kind of has like metal vibes
Yeah.
to it. It's a little metallic.
It's definitely it's like aggressive. It's very like industrial drum and bass
Yeah.
kind of. It's cool. He's got I'm sure we'll get to it eventually, or maybe not. Maybe just check it out. He's got some songs that are like metal songs on that album.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think for me it was like kind of a good, like as much as I love Gorilla from ATs, it kind of gave me that same sort of like vibe, which I'm about. I like that hard rap and like hard EDM dubstep shit. Just like it just hits those spots that I just love. So definitely a vibe. Shouts to Chamina. She was great also. Go check her out if you haven't. I imagine most people
I wish
know.
we could. I don't honestly. I think it's like hit or miss on whether people know Chanmina or not. I think she's getting more.
I
like,
hope so.
recognized
She's fucking crazy.
lately.
She's great.
But I wish we could do like a video on her. I don't think we can because her music's under Japan copyright, I think.
Oh no. Well, yeah. I told Alex I saw the Killing verse that she did. Man, she was great. She like raps in like 3 different languages. Her like vocal tone's really tight. So yeah, she's awesome. Shout out to Chamina.
There were 2 other. So there's a new Japanese girl group that I really wanted to check out because I heard a song from them.
We're gonna throw them on.
No, they're called Miai.
Okay.
So I don't really know anything about them. I know they had like a survival show kind of thing or something.
Okay.
I don't really know anything about anyone in the group. I just know their debut song is really good. So just recommending anyone check out Miai if you are looking for more groups.
Very cool.
Okay, Youthful said they came from Produce 101 Japan. So
Oh,
yeah, I listened to their debut song. It's really good.
very tight.
There's also another group that just debuted. It's like a 3-member. Somebody can probably tell me what it is. It's like a 3-member collab group from somebody from Secret Number, and I don't know the other 2. Triple I's. Yeah, I think that's it. I was gonna put them on here too, but I didn't want to put them on without Brennan knowing any of the groups really that have members in the group. Dita. Yeah, Dita, I like her.
That's I feel like it's a third. It's either 3 or triple. I feel like you have third eye, triple eyes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Crusoe, I'm with you. The Denise leaving shot through the heart.
Oof. Big yikes.
But yeah, we'll probably get to them eventually. I think once we check out enough from my chillin' and Exin and Secret Number. I don't think we've listened to any Secret Number yet.
We have not. Yeah, there's a lot of the group list keeps growing. Every stream we do, we get new groups that we had to fucking do shit on, which is not a bad thing. I want to make it seem like I'm being an asshole. I feel like it's, but man, so many new groups to cover. I don't know how people stand like an entire like. I don't know how people stand groups in this way. I feel like I have such a problem now.
Most people don't. I think
I was gonna say,
if you're
yeah.
being like most people have like a couple groups.
It's like a
I think
passive
we're
thing,
sort
right?
of. I think we're sort of all like outliers here, where we're like listening to like as many groups as possible.
Yeah, we walk so you can run, guys. Just make sure. Just want to let you know that's the case here. So, if you want to help
All right.
me
Well,
move my legs, that'd be
before
great.
we wrap, so Wednesday, if you're coming back here, we're doing Island 2 stuff. So if you're planning on watching Island 2 with us or by yourself, I guess,
But you shouldn't. You should
come
join
watch
us. Come hang
the
out with us.
either way, we're gonna watch all the intro stuff and performance videos and talk about some of the contestants and have fun. It probably won't be a super long stream, but it'll be different, and it'll just be me, Brandon again. We'll try to have fun with it. Therese wants nothing to do with survival shows anymore. I don't blame her.
Yes, she
Uh,
did. Yes, she made her
I'm
case known on
doing
the last one.
this. Yeah, I'm doing this to myself willingly.
I am just obligated to do this now. So
Yeah, so if you're interested in hanging out for that Wednesday 8 o'clock, we'll be back for the same thing.
Kim, thanks for joining us. I only watch everything of 3 groups. Huh. Okay.
I feel like that's still a lot though, right? Like
That's still a
everything,
lot.
everything
Yeah, that's a lot.
that still has to take up a lot of your time, right?
That's crazy. I respect it though.
I can't even watch everything from my favorite group.
I
But
can't watch anything because I get
also
recommended a new group every week, and I fucking have to.
right. I
then-
guess it depends on the group, and it also depends on like how much time you have to invest in that kind of stuff and everything.
I feel like for me, if I literally would have to, I think I would have to do a video every day for like a year, and I still probably wouldn't even be damn near close. You know, like Twice is. I agree with Crusoe. Twice is like one that I'll probably watch a lot of their shit on, just because I like them. Dreamcatcher, I'll watch a lot of their stuff. I don't
Dude,
know.
XG's hard to keep up with.
XG's
their content
tough.
wise.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
XG
they're
is one of the
pumping
ones
it
I
out.
try to keep up with. Like I have the app and I'm trying to like read their blogs and watch the videos. Dude, it's hard.
My whole feed on Instagram is just like dance videos. It's like the TikTok challenge shit. I just see so much stuff. I try to watch variety. I watched like last night I watched like the Rose variety. I watched some P1 Harmony variety stuff just because I've been on a P1 Harmony kick. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I respect the people that that are very dedicated to their groups because man, shit, that's great. Woo-sung, yeah, I love Woo-sung.
Woo-sung, the golden
goat.
voice.
The golden voice. Even his talking voice, I'm like, damn, man hits. But yeah, very cool. Well, we're super excited for Island 2, so hopefully you'll be joining us for that. Also, as well as that, I have been setting up all of the spin the wheel videos to go out to a piece every day. One goes at noon Eastern time and one goes at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you do want to go check those out, be very sick. I believe for everyone that joined us for JYP Reene, I believe that is coming out tomorrow. So that will be very fun to. Yeah, it actually is coming out tomorrow. So y'all can watch that and relive that moment again. As I edited it and rewatched it. I popped off. But anyway, yeah, so very, very excited, as well as that, and then we'll be getting back to, I think, Wednesday, just the Wednesday stream the following week. So I don't know what we'll be doing. I did talk to them in chat, Alex. I said either it might be Stacy or if we're doing a comeback, I don't know. April seems stacked, so find out.
I don't know yet.
We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. If not, maybe Icon. That'd be really sick. So, yeah, very fun. And hope you'll join us for all of that stuff. If you are watching here on Twitch, Thank you for giving us a follow. That's the best way to know when we go live and do all this stuff. So if you could hit us with a follow, that'd be greatly appreciated. You do get some cool emotes, but if you sub, you get some even cooler emotes. So I'm just saying, not that you feel obliged to. You do what you want, but very fun stuff. And then if you're watching us here on YouTube, give us a sub. That'd be really cool. Well on our way to 5K, so that would be really sick if you hit the sub up. And yeah, we try to post a lot. We'll maybe do a spin the wheel at some point. We'd love to get back into that because I've missed it, and it's always fun to get whatever we get. So maybe soon. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch y'all on Wednesday for Island 2. Fun stuff. So see you then.
Peace out.